signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun? Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy?
New?
New?
New.
I gotta do it in foot, Mama. I gotta do it in foot, Mama. Because I believe you.
Oh my god.
I gotta do it
You gotta turn it.
because I believe you. Because I believe you.
Papa is a bird watcher, so this is a really big moment. Today is January 9th, 2023. It is 2:15 a.m. This is video number 3. I'm gonna try to focus on some tweets that I came across that deal with the ITV interview in the UK, because the first 2 videos focus on the Anderson Cooper interview with Harry, so this one is gonna focus on ITV. Some tweets, I didn't find a lot. I mean, I did find 16 of them, some video clips here and there, and then some tweets, and I'll share them with you. And also, one thing I want to say, when I start my videos, it's usually that screen you see on in the background, because YouTube is really messing up with my estimate, because I'm seeing more people watching my videos, more people are subscribing, my viewership is going, oops, not that, or maybe that, yeah, let's go to the content. People are watching my videos a bit more, okay, 1,000, 1,600, 500, close to 600, 1,000. All right, very rarely I have this amount of views because I'm not a big YouTuber. All right, and I don't promote my channel. But for YouTube, look at that one, for instance, 2,000. This is a big number for me, but for this, the estimate to remain around the 600, it's not right. Because when I saw the last time they pay me, YouTube pay me, I was getting a lot of views, but it was less than when I was not having that many views. So this is not adding up. Okay, so I'm making this clear because every day I show you this for that purpose. All right, so let's go on Twitter. I don't want to share my sorrow with you. But anyway, and those who have been donating and do your best with chipping whatever you can, I appreciate that. All right, so this is the first tweet that I came across that had to do with the ITV interview in the UK. All right, I'm very, very happy. I'm at peace. I'm in a better place that I've ever been, and I think it probably angers some people because of the nature of me leaving. Some people thought Meghan would leave. I don't think they've ever thought I would leave as well. All right, so Harry respond to everything. All right, 34 seconds. Hopefully I have to say something in between.
But where are you now? I think that's one question people have at the end of all this. Are you happy?
Yes, I'm very, very happy. I'm very at peace. I am in a better place than I've ever been.
The part peace, he's been saying that when he did that press conference. Well, it was a charity event where he said, he's looking for, oh my God, I forgot the quote. Let me put it.
But I hope that helps you understand what it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life.
Okay, he's looking for peace. So there it is. He find it. All right, but yet they're still after him. All right. And I'm glad he addressed this because the tabloid seems to know Harry better than Harry himself. They feel sorry for him. Look at his face. And there's the guy telling you exactly how he feels. All right. It's very low. It's someone who recorded it on his or her phone while it was being aired. So to share it with us.
And I think that probably angers some people, infuriates others, because just by the nature of me leaving, I'm sure some people always thought that Meghan would leave, right? I don't think they ever thought that I would leave as well. But just by leaving, that has...
Oh my God, I would love to hear some more. That's all. Okay, I'm only sharing with you what I have, and there's no comment. There's 14 retweet, 2 quote retweet. Let's see what they say on that one. All right, let's see here. Yeah, tell them, Harry, you owe UK absolutely nothing. They don't owe you. You are your own person, man, and are allowed to carve your own path. That's your human right. I admire you. Such respect. All right, so that was that. Some people retweet. Let's see what 14 people retweet. Let me not go there. Let me just show you what's there because I have a lot others to share with you. I just wanted to see some of the conversation, but nobody respond on that. Next tweet, this is Dr. Shola. The silence from the monarchy is deafening. Prince Harry, the interview, spared by Prince Harry. 1 minute and 36 seconds. This one is a bit much clearer. Let's see.
But, when we're talking about accountability, just recently, which I know you know about, in the Jeremy Clarkson article. So not only did what he said was horrific and is hurtful and cruel towards my wife, but it also encourages other people around the UK and around the world, men particularly, to go and think that it's acceptable to treat women that way.
Wow. Damn, it's very low. When I'm editing, I'm gonna put it higher, but it's very low for me to at least say something. But I think he's making reference to the Jeremy Clarkson piece that everybody around the world was screaming, Al Sharpton, say something about it. And yeah, there needs to be accountability. When there's no accountability, you have other people feel like it's okay to do it because the first person who did it, there was no punishment. Alright, so there's that.
Use my stepmother's words recently as well. There is a global pandemic of violence against women. It's no longer a case of me asking for accountability, but at this point the world is asking for accountability. And the world is asking for some form of comment from the monarchy. But the silence is deafening.
Wow.
To put it mildly. So I think we've gone from this being like, just my personal, whatever you want to call it, to way, way, way bigger than us.
Yeah, Harry did say this. This is much bigger than him.
When I lost my mum 23 years ago, you took me under your wing. You looked out for me for so long, but the media is a powerful force. And my hope is one day our collective support for each other can be more powerful. because this is so much bigger than just us.
Even in that same, and it's not an interview, that is not even a press conference. He just said a speech during that that charity event where this is much bigger than us or something like that. I'll put that part as well.
And from what I have learned and believe in the monarchy, if someone in this country, or someone, especially in the US, no names mentioned, tweets or says certain things that are just categorically harmful and dangerous, you have the president or the vice president speak out against it. But everything to do with my wife after 6 years, they haven't said a single thing.
Wow.
They're willing to defend themselves regularly. And, you know, all we've ever asked for in the last, certainly the last few years, is some accountability.
Wow. Yeah. They should have left his wife alone, and then they left. They still after him again. All right. So he's opened people's eyes. There needs to be accountability. The kind of nonsense that we keep on hearing, it's like, and then I'm glad he's living in the U.S. to see the difference. When something very harsh is said, people of prominent position, people who have a platform, they say something. All right, because it's not right. Just because they say it, and you would have think certain people at a certain position, you would have thought that that they should have known better. But you know, these are human nature. People will will do something wrong or something, but at the same time, needs to be check and balance. All right. Sometimes I say some stuff on my podcast. You guys responded. Yeah, I know when the true squad is the person with good intention responded, even though they don't agree with me. You know where they're coming from. All right. Let's see here. Harry, the interview. The blind loyalty some people have toward our monarchy is quite terrifying. Wow. Okay, where is he from? Comedian, host. Okay. Am I following him? No, it's just one of the comments here. All right, let's see here. The way he said that bit about his stepmother and quoting her words, like he was speaking directly to her and saying, I know you gave that man license to write that about my wife. Okay, it was hard for me to hear. The thing is very low. As is the blind loyalty to Harry and Meghan. Okay, I think it's still possible to like both actually. It's also okay to question if what Harry is saying is true and what his motives are. But if you are blindly loyal to silence, you're just following your own unconscious bias. When should the monarchy adhere to the long-standing practice silence versus getting involved? I mean, they've been part of the thing. They've been at it since the beginning. Why do you think all the tabloid nonsense is coming from? All right, I think it's up to us to decide, seeing as they should technically serve us. You should speak with your local MP then. Yep, I agree. This is a very good conversation. All right, I read that already. Camilla is feeding stories to the hateful press. I hope that karma gets her. Okay, exactly. The silence shows their agreement with those sentiments. Yeah, when you see someone you love is going through something, you need to step up. But the thing is that there was never any love with any of them. So they think it's okay. They think it's okay. Because it's not them. So they feel like because they're not talking negative about me, so I'm okay. But when in fact, one for all for one. Right? So if they're talking negative about one, it's the entire institution. They talk positive about the institution, it's typically the for the entire institution. But the one that was doing the most significant, respectable thing for the monarchy, they kick him out. So he's taking all the glory to himself and his family. All right. All this, the INVICTUS, could have been all for the royal family, a W for the royal family. But nope, they kick him out. All right. This I bookmarked, but it started from here. All right. A BBC doc years ago claimed that a Time executive connected to Camilla's employee gave heads up on Camilla meeting William, Harry the interview. All right, so the squad have receipt. Let's see what she's respond to, and then we'll listen to that. Okay, how Harry pretty much blamed stepmother Camilla for leaking to the press private conversation and detail for years. That puts new light on Camilla lunching with Jeremy Clarkson. If you allegedly leaked to press, what are you saying over Salmon? Harry interview. All right, let's see here. Now let's listen. 1 minute and 31 seconds. I must stop in between.
Just 10 months after the death of his mother, The Sun reported in a front-page splash that William had met Camilla for the first time at his flat at St James's Palace. It was an important moment for a young man from a family divided by divorce and traumatised by loss, but its real public significance was as a sign that Prince William accepted his father's mistress as a permanent fixture in the family firm. It was a...
And listening to this, Camilla is very technical, calculated in a way, because she's been around, she knows, and I'm sure people around who work for Charles and everything tell her things about the boys. So she made sure, even though William is the heir to the throne, met with him privately. Shouldn't that be together, the two brothers at the same time? But this is where the thing began to start putting nonsense in William's head. Okay, come very nice, loving, caring, and the same way she was able to court Charles' affection, okay, for Charles to dump Diana for her. So she knows how to play it. So she approached William in a way where William will somewhat forget, you know, in my humble opinion, to like her, to accept her in a way, whatever word she said to him. But Harry was not buying it. But let's continue.
Major milestone in Operation Mrs. PB. The Sun got its original tip from a Times executive married to a member of Camilla's staff. But how did the paper get the full story of this private meeting in such intimate detail?
Wow. I'm telling you, the squad are good.
We knew that the meeting was taking place. We had to wait for it to happen, which we did. And then when it did happen, we got all the details, you know, her drinking the gin and tonic, her having a sneaky fag beforehand because she was nervous and everything else. So all the detail, you know, came to us and was, if you like, was absolutely kosher. You couldn't have got, apart from Camilla and William telling us, you couldn't have got it from a better source.
And Camilla and William didn't tell you?
No.
So...
Who told you?
It's Mark Boland, you know, I mean, he was the one who told us, you know, the ins and outs, because we had to be very accurate on this.
Wow. Mark Boland. All right, so let's go into this. There's about 60 something coming. All right, here a royal reporter bragging about it. Conversation, I'm telling you, the squad have thing. I read this, well, this is a new video, so let's read it. Conversation must have been lively at Queen Camilla's lunch in Mayfair this week, with Piers Morgan and Jeremy Clarkson among the guests. This is from Clarkson's typical forthright column and at The Sun today. All right, so that's the thing where Jeremy Clarkson said his nonsense regarding Meghan, and people were calling foul, and that's the video I just shared with you. Camilla has been known to leak word for word family conversation to make herself look good. It was spoken about by reporters on one of those tabloid documentaries, probably that one. Okay, a lot of negative stories about Princess Diana was leaked by Camilla. My goodness. And well, when you look at it, the thing have been working for her, but sometimes people overplay their card. Now that people find out, why doesn't she stop? And now Harry's burning everything down. All right, because you mess up with the family he been wanted and he have it, and then you're still trying to mess up his. Okay, this is why the British media said Harry better not mention Camilla. Charles knew what Camilla was up to. My goodness. Yeah, like I said in the other video, I think Camilla has something on Charles, because there is absolutely no way for someone like that to shut his mouth. I don't know. Something is not right with this. Okay? I don't know what it is. This is just my speculation, my 2 cents, whatever it is, my humble opinion, out of nowhere. Just me. Something is not right with their union. Okay? Something is not right. I don't know what it is, but something is not right. Royal scandal, Camilla and Thomas Markle's secret calls. What the hell? She even had a secret call with, oh my God, with Thomas Markle? The Duchess of Cornwall and Meghan's father have struck up a tactical friendship. Tactical, there's the thing here. What year? Okay, probably before the wedding. Yeah, to mess up the wedding. It has to be that. Okay, Charles and Camilla plot to slur Diana as a scheming hysteric, and how the prince's mistress orchestrated a secret battle to win hearts and minds. Oh my God. When was that? Okay, Tom Bauer for the Daily Mail. What is it? 20 March 2018. 2018, updated 13 July 2022. What the hell are they dating? They're updating this on July, a couple years later. What did they switch? They probably changed the narrative. That's probably that. Wow. We all kind of knew that though. We also know Kate mother was the source most used by at Camilla Tammany is a liar. Kate Clarkson also used Howell, and one of his abusive rant. Camilla's official biographer, Angela Levine, is an outright troll, posting hater conspiracy theories, Piers Morgan, all directly connected to old Camilla. My God. Baggage for God. And all these years, Camilla never had a negative stories in tabloid. She has a deal with the tabloid to be described as quiet, understated woman. Alright, let's read what's on the screen and then move on. That, right? Where was it? Understated. Okay, this one. Okay, I think she was the one that commented on the race of Harry's baby. I mean, whether or not she did, we don't know. But I don't understand why she's all into Harry and William's business and all of that. Shouldn't Charles be her only business? I don't understand. She destroyed their mother, and then now she's going after each one of them. This is, I don't know. This is UK's problem. And I'm glad Harry removed his family from this toxic woman place as well. Piers Morgan literally bragged that the royal family thanked him for his harassment of Meghan, and after he's having tea and lunches with Camilla, and people don't wonder what the hell is going on. Camilla had a lot of friends in the press. That's why Princess Diana was struggling so much. Yep. Okay, and what is it Charles said? He had a lot of friends. Friends of this, friend of that.
I mean, there is no truth in so much of this. And Mrs. Barker-Bowles is a great friend of mine. I have a large number of friends. I'm terribly lucky to have so many friends who I think are wonderful and make the whole difference to my life, which would become intolerable otherwise.
Yeah, and then when Princess Diana was saying friends of her husband, friends who didn't care about their marriage.
Well, I had knowledge of it.
From staff?
Well, from people who minded and cared about our marriage, yes. It was already difficult, but it became increasingly difficult.
In a practical sense, how did it become difficult?
Well, people were, when I say people, I mean friends on my husband's side were indicating that I was, again, unstable, sick, and should be put in a home of some sort in order to get better.
My goodness. Whew. It said that we readily move from vilifying one woman to vilifying the next. The men have clean hands and all of the mess. Hey, Charles, we're not saying their hands are clean. Like I was saying, Charles should have said something because that's his kids. But the excuse that I have, he never had feelings for any of them, so I don't know what to say about that if this is what's in my mind. Yeah, it's a matter of record that Camilla did not leak to the press. Somebody admitted it was inadvertently them. Camilla innocent on the oh please, now tell me about that meeting, the lunch they had with, was it that actress Clarkson and all of that, and next thing you know there's a piece about, please, this is, I should say, Camilla, is that you? This has to be you over here. You left a trail of mess everywhere you go. Alright, next tweet. Harry expected his family to condemn the Jeremy Clarkson statement about Meghan and the Sun article. He is addressing the Ngozi issue. Harry has gone mad. Alright, he needs to stop expecting anything from those heathens. They don't care. Yeah, they don't care. So this is somebody who was, I guess, while she was watching the thing, she was tweeting about it. Alright, so that was the only thing I saw from her. There's no comment. Next tweet. This is James O'Brien. Okay, wow, he's completely together, sorted and clear, articulate, compassionate, empathetic, and at peace. It's incredible to watch. The maddest thing is that the more he's boiling your piss, the more you benefit from the sort of therapy that set him so free, not even missing midsummer. Oh my God. There's a laugh. Love you, Mr. James O'Brien. I knew you will not miss Midsummer Murder. Harry's solved the case in 1 hour 40 minutes. Right, like when he said he hopes his convo with Willie after the show can remain private, whilst at the same time telling the world about so many private conversations. Some of them have already been out there. If they had just left him alone, okay, literally left him alone, none of this would have happened. If they left Meghan alone, God bless Tina and Michelle, if they had left Meghan alone, just let them do the work, don't talk about them, okay, the Oprah interview will not happen. The Harry and Meghan docuseries will not have happened. The book, okay, Spare will not have happened. And I think Meghan is gonna do another one. Okay, all of the thing that they say about them, they should have just leave them alone. It pushes them to do this because they've been quiet. They have been quiet for so long. And then the Oprah interview was due to the fact that of the headlines, and you would thought they would have stopped after the Oprah interview. No, when they went to the UK for to do different things due to other circumstances, the Queen died, the nonsense that was going on, okay, and then things I wasn't aware of when they were in Canada. They sent people after them in front of their yard. So you tell me, how much quiet can they stay? And then they didn't even know, the royal family didn't even know where Harry and Meghan were for like 6 weeks. All right, after they left Canada. All right, there's that. There's 18 comment on that. I'll come to that. Let's read this. Okay, it's boring. It's like the person at work who always slag off their family. I feel like I'm intruding in their private business. Well, when you read the tabloid, what do you say about that? Because they pretty much leaking everything that should be private. I feel for the other a bit, not feeling a right defending themselves. I feel for they have all the right to speak. Why is it the Anderson Cooper asked them to respond and they want to see the document, they want to see the interview? Why can't they just answer the question? Oh my goodness, I feel for him having such a troubled life, said all around really. Alright, the palace, William and Kate and Charles and Camilla need to let go of the British press. It has destroyed them. I'm telling you, they're slave to the press. I don't know, whoever put in their head thinking that having positive coverage all the time, when you know human beings are not perfect, what did they expect? All the flaws are gonna come out. And then they refuse to leave Harry and Meghan alone, and they're pushing them to speak up because everybody's hearing. They're literally smearing for a woman like Meghan, who had no negative past whatsoever throughout her life in the US and in Canada. You never hear a squeak about her. But the second she walk into the UK, be with Harry, you're hearing non-stop negativity. They literally smear her name. What would you do if that was you? My goodness. We already know there are two evidence where the tabloid approached two people trying to pay them to speak negative about Meghan.
No, we can rely on you for being a great guy. So what an incredible friend you were to Meghan Markle is. Have you guys hung out at all since then?
No, we haven't spoken. She just wrote me a very nice thank you letter and I framed it, and that was very nice of her to do. She just appreciated that I was honest, but it's so funny that we live in a time where everyone's like, it's such a big deal. I just did the right thing. Right. You know, it's okay to feel like that should be the norm and the status quo, but it's like, whoa, it's so crazy. He told the truth. I think we should all be a little more honest.
Well, thank you for doing the right thing.
We already know there are two evidence where the tabloid approached two people trying to pay them to speak negative about Meghan.
I was called by the Sun newspaper. If you don't know what the Sun is, it's sort of
got the topless girl on page 3. That's all you need to know.
And they called me about a month ago to ask if I'd write about how Meghan was like Wallace and how Meghan was going to destroy the royal family and the arguments between Meghan and Kate. And I said, I'm really sorry, I'm just not privy to all of this. I don't think I could do it. And the commissioning editor was really twisting my arm to write this article and say, but you could say, couldn't you, that X happened, and you could say that she's fired all her staff, and you could say that Kate has said this. And I said, well, I'm really sorry, I don't know that, I can't do it. And this conversation went on for about half an hour, and I didn't write the article, but it just gives you an insight into how this whole thing is being, you know, the flames are being fanned by the media.
How much evidence do you want? Okay, and then you expect her to stay quiet? because she has a reputation to maintain as well. While all the royal family wants to hear positive things all the time, what about her? Don't you think she wants to hear positive things? For Meghan, all she wants is just tell the truth. She don't want you to go out of your way to say a nice thing about her. Just say the truth and then she'll be happy about that. But these people are going out of their way, paying people to speak negative of her. What about her reputation? Don't you think she has a reputation to uphold to? So only the royal family could have positive coverage? My goodness. Let's see here. I just read that. James, I hope you bag yourself an interview with Prince Harry, whatever the topic it will be. Riveting conversation. Okay, bloody love him, true, but he's still making a fair amount of generalized claim he's unable to expand and substantiate it. Guess what? Whatever, I don't know how he's speaking. I didn't see the interview with the exception of what I share with you. Guess what? He could be sued too. He wants to make sure he's covered. Harry is pretty good with when he's talking. He's been used to that. Let me go into that. Like I said, like when he said he hoped his convo with William after, is that the one? After the show can be made private, while at the same time, okay, let's see what some people said. Okay, good, that's just quiet here. That's because his family leaked the stories first and then he responded publicly without hiding behind palace sources. If they stop the leak, he will stop also. That's the same thing I was just saying. You're missing the fact that Bill and Charles are the ones who've been leaking all along. Harry's not going to have an anonymous source like the palace do. Okay, like Willie leaks the entire conversation and text messages to Richard K after they did the Windsor walkabout. Oh, did he? I didn't come across that. I know I came across where they made a phone call. It was him who William invite Harry to come to the walkabout. Was that if that's the case, I'm not aware of that. Okay. Do you realize this? His response to all of the betrayal of private family interaction the palace's leaked to the press through anonymous sources for years. When he wasn't permitted to correct the record, he's putting his name to his story and he's more trustworthy in that practice. Okay, versus palace sources constantly sharing lies to put them in a bad light. Okay, they were briefing against him. I like the period after each one. And his wife to protect others. They then leave the country just for shit and giggle. Alright, I'm pretty sure there are some things that he kept private, and all honestly, the stuff he has included is trivial and was necessary for his story. It's not like he talked about his alleged brother's affair, or if he's that's another point. I forgot about that. That is true. Or his brother ever took drugs. That's another very good point. Okay, his story was mistold for many years through the media by his family. He had no choice. All right, and that's the thing. They didn't expect him to leave and then to have the freedom to speak whenever he wants. There will be 10 times as many he hasn't mentioned. The media already knew about them because William already told them. Okay, that would be the only thing I would have pulled him up on more. However, I'm still 100% in his corner. No, he's warning that there's much more he hasn't disclosed but will if the firm continue to smear him. I think so too. Sources share aspect of those private conversations with the media. He's now telling us what was going on. And not only that, he literally called out Camilla. He called out Camilla. And then we know too from that meeting, that luncheon he had with that what's his name? The one who says something about Meghan to be paraded naked and all of that. So he knows because that was directly toward his wife. So he hold no punches there. Alright. Next tweet. That's James O'Brien again. This might be the most compelling, convincing critics of British media ever provided by someone who really knows what it's like to be in their drawers. Fascinating and tragic that they have all the papers on display in every palace every day. No wonder they're so obsessed by it. And the thing I can't believe these people. They telling the press what to write, but yet they're consuming of some stuff within it as if they weren't aware of it. These people, I don't know if I'm making sense with that, because if they are the one, it's pretty much them writing the paper in a sense. Okay, I'm just switching it. They let's say for instance they're the one who's writing the papers, and then when the paper come in front of them, they're all shocked, they consume, they're obsessed with it. I'm like, what the F? Won't you already know about it? My goodness. So at 10 a.m., are you going to discuss the British media or Harry? Okay, hard to separate the two today. Alright, there's that. William and Kate with the tabloid on their helicopter ride. Yeah, I remember when they first we discussed this already. There's it on the at the door. Okay, James, I respect you a hell of a lot, but on this I'll just have to agree to disagree. What I see is a man who is trying to publicize a book for financial gain. The same talking point. A lost privileged individual, but he has his own money. He's making his own money. Okay, a lost privileged individual who's airing his dirty laundry in public to the highest bidder. I'll come into that. Okay, take a step back. He had every move of his life documented by the media solely out to make money. Photographers chased his mother to her death. His wife had been demonized. Won't you be angry at the media? All right, let's see here. Okay, yet the whore himself out the same media makes sense. Just like if he begs on about privacy, he's going public. Well, whoever told you it was privacy? Harry and Meghan never say anything about privacy. They literally told you they never say anything about privacy. And Meghan literally explained to you it's about sharing what they feel comfortable sharing with you. So you want to go with another talking point with the media tabloid? That's on you, because Harry and Meghan literally spoke about that. There's a line. So when they're doing that thing for Harry, when he's doing his private moment with his children, get the F away from him. Stay away. Stay out of his family. Alright, when they decided, they take pictures, they take videos, when they decided to share with you, and they'll go through the bunch of pictures, videos that they have, and then they say, okay, this one, let's share it with those people, because we have some fan who, like the Sussex squad, who might want to see. Let me show them this. I'm sure there's more private things they don't share with us. Obviously, who's gonna share every little details about their life? So you want to go with the Piers Morgan, go back to America if you want privacy. Go with that with your own sense, because Harry and Meghan never say in that aspect. Alright, let me finish with this, and I say I'm gonna go into that. Okay, he hasn't hauled himself out to the same media. He's giving interviews to a man at ITV he's known for years, and to CBS and the USA. Very different to the Murdoch and Mel shitlord. Alright, let's go into that. Alright, there's this. Is that your girlfriend? Okay, I don't want to go in that personal. So it's for years your relatives were feeding lies and poison against you and her to the tabloid. You just stay quiet. You never want to speak out against it. I guess you're not as good of a partner. Okay, haha, that's my wife. She cries herself to sleep most night, to be fair. So, shouldn't that be concern you? Why is she crying herself to sleep? You must be, I don't know. Let me not get into that. Okay, take a step back. He's had every move of his life documented by the media. His wife has been demonized. Okay, I read this and people's putting receipt. There's Charles giving interviews. I have that somewhere. Okay, he's following his father's footstep. Why is it a problem now? That's a good one. Okay, who is the highest bidder, dude? Please do tell. Harry has written a book to set straight all the lies that have been told about him. And let's not forget, some of the proceeds are going to charities in the UK. Okay, let's not forget about that. Why is it okay for dozens of people who don't know him to write books about him, but accused of airing dirty laundry for telling his own story? Okay, and the media that supposedly hates him is his most successful promoter. Alright, in some way, yeah, but if they're gonna say something, they better say the truth for. Alright, next tweet. Okay, I need to stop and start editing because it's 2:49 a.m. right now. Okay, Harry interview in a nutshell. The royal family are so scared of the media, they regularly chuck Harry and Meghan under the bus so they will look good by comparison. And now, giving that quitting and moving to the US didn't stop it, he feels he has nothing to lose by revealing it. That's pretty much, I think that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Okay, Harry, in a nutshell, the UK press are to blame to everything, but what's his alternative? Getting rid of the free and unruly press in the UK? No thanks, Harry. There is more at stake than the royal family when it comes to a free press. It's vital to maintain that freedom. Okay. invading people's privacy, the royal, I don't know, all those leaking and the what is it, the, what do you call this, leak, when they eavesdrop on your messages when you call. What's the term? I can't think of it. All right, so you think this is okay for them to use that against you? Okay, listen to your phone conversation, and then once you do something, or they want you to do something, and they're using that against you, you think this is freedom of the press or something? Oh my God, let me go into that. Okay, you have to hold those tabloids to some journalistic ethic. That's right, to some journalistic ethic. The royal family press corps shouldn't be allowed to supply a story without source and validation by a royal family member. Okay, yes, they should. Journalists get stories of all kinds from all kinds of sources. Sometimes it's messy, but often the stories are true and important, and not talking about royal stories. But in general, it's vital and to allow continue. But why are they using him then? Okay, fine. Okay, let me get into his corner. Okay, let's say it's okay. I agree with you. Journalists is okay to do all of that. So why are they going out of their way to go talk negative against him and his wife? Literally, they are paying people to talk against him, against his wife in a negative way. Two people. Okay, you have Simon Rex and you have another journalist who says they were being forced to talk negative about them. Okay, fine. Journalists, news is good. We need to know the news. But why are they going out of their way to talk negative against them? What do you have to say about that? Is there any truth about it? Harry and Meghan have said they were willing to lie to protect the other royal family, but they weren't willing to tell the truth to protect them. So why can't they tell the truth about them? Huh? What's the thing with that? What do they have against Harry and Meghan? Where Harry literally said they apologize to whatever it is that they have done wrong. Whatever it is, because they still have not told them specific. They apologize to it all, whatever it may be. But why are they still talking about them, even though they left the UK? They sent people at their front step in Canada. Why was this necessary for you to get the news? Huh? My goodness. Okay, and do you honestly believe that is the job of our current press does, or even attempt to do? Okay, there's a huge problem with the press, of course, but the relationship between famous people, including the royals, and the press is often symbiotic. Diana used the press, okay, and was clever at doing so. Harry forgets that. I mean, the thing, Harry didn't forget. He understands it very well. So why are you going out of your way to talk negative about him? This is the part I want to know. Why? Why do you have to throw him under the bus in order for you to look good? If you want positive press, guess what? Do the right thing. All you need to do is do the right thing, and the press will report on what you do. If it's good, it will be positive press. If it's shitty, then it will be shitty. But don't go out of your way to throw someone else under the bus. That's all the royal have to do. They do not know how to be a good human being. They're getting cash. I don't know. From what I've heard, that investigation is thrown under the bus. Why do you get a bag full of cash for doing absolutely nothing? Or whatever did you do to get the cash? I don't know. Okay, but you want to do shitty thing, yet you want people to glorify you. This is not right. This is not right. You want positive coverage? Guess what? Do the right thing. There's Harry and Meghan doing good things for charities. What do the people report? Well, they're still not reporting it because it's good news. Okay, but at least the squad are mentioning it because this is what they are doing. Okay, when they do good thing, we talk about it. Okay, and then sometimes the squad go overboard with different things. Let me move on. Oh my God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God. I'm already 39 minutes. Looks like I'm gonna have 4 videos. Alright, I'm very much team Harry and Meghan. This is a question mark. Your radar should go up just by this part only aspect as well. Okay, it's obvious his life has been fucked up from an early age, being born into what he was born into and his traumatic childhood. He's clearly got PTSD, and it's evident in his interview. I mean, he got help for it. Now, the guy, like he said, you guys prefer him to be drunken, okay, using drugs, and then put him on the tabloid, and then it's all good. Okay, he literally told you that, and that I think it's in the U.S. Interview with Anderson Cooper. All right, you see him drinking, doing drugs. It's okay. None of you come out and say, why is he doing all of this? But instead, you rather put him in the front page while the other one was doing almost the same thing, but you don't talk about it. He got the help that he needed. He's in a space. He literally tell you what space he's in, but yet you're telling him he has PTSD. He probably did, but he's getting treatment for it. He's telling you his truth, but you don't want to accept it. All right, let's read some of the comment. Okay, mute this convo and turn off reply is too much. I still stand by what I said, but the hatred and vitriol people have for this couple is just really odd. Go channel your energy into something else. Okay, so William was not affected by his mother's death then. I don't know, but from what I understand from him, he think his mother was crazy.
Made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia.
Okay, all of the thing that Princess Diana did, William threw it under the bus, and he claimed everybody else was lying to say negative things about his father and Camilla. Okay, so you tell me. I don't know how William dealt with it, but at least that part I got from him, because he came out and said with his own mouth. Okay, he called his mother paranoid. All right, let's see here. That is literally exactly what I'm saying. Okay, what are you saying? Let's see here. What are you saying that it's not in your tweet? You didn't say that. You said William Harry has PTSD. Where did you say that? Oh my God, it's a lot. Okay, I had to stop you at quote, I'm on team. Okay, boo-hoo. Okay, I support Harry telling his story. So much heartbreak. Can't wait to read the book. He clearly has PTSD. Interesting statement, as it takes weeks of assessment to diagnose, but in 1 hour interview and everyone is a trauma expert. That's another point here. Doesn't excuse what he's done, I'm afraid. What did he do? Talking his truth after years since. I truly believe the minute he left the hospital with Princess Diana, they've been saying nonsense about him. So now he finally speak out because he had enough. He had enough, and then all of a sudden you don't excuse him. Okay, fine, you have the right to. Okay, you're right, man. Being born a literally millionaire prince is damn bad luck. Money does not make people happy. Did you see where he was living? Did you see the shack he was living in? And then compared to where he's at now. Now he's living in a millionaire because they were holding nonsense money on top of his head. Okay, well, this is my take. Maybe I should delete that part. Let's see this one. Okay, no, but going through the trauma of your mother's death, not being given medical help for your mental health, and still having to act normal like you're not suffering. If you think that's good luck, then I pray we all experience it. Okay, mother's murder. She wasn't wearing a. That's the thing. They always. This is the nonsense they wanted to put on the end of report. I'm in agreement with Harry on this. I don't buy the part where it was the drunk driver. She wasn't wearing a seatbelt and all this talking point you're hearing. It was much more than that, I think. All right. Okay. Where is it? Mother's murder. She wasn't wearing a seatbelt and got into a car with a drunken driver. Okay, that's the thing here. Her fault, no one else. This is the nonsense they want to put in the public sphere. Okay, this is why I wrote murder or death. It's up to you to believe what you choose, but doesn't change how it affected him. Okay, none of that has ever been disputed. Okay, adverse childhood experiences is what it is known as. All right, let's go to the next tweet. More comment, but I want to move on. I don't want to do another video 44 minutes. All right, wow. Harry pretty much blamed stepmother Camilla for leaking to the press private conversation and detail for years. That puts new light on Camilla lunching with Jeremy Clarkson. That's the name I was forgetting. Jeremy Clarkson. If you allegedly leaked to press, what are you saying over Salmon? Okay, Harry, the interview. Let's see here. Okay, Piers Morgan literally bragged the royal family thanked him for his harassment of Meghan, and after he's having tea and lunch with Camilla, and people don't wonder what the hell is going on. That's another thing. Okay, she did this to Diana too. Okay, I feel like I read this. Royal scandal, Camilla Thomas Markle's secret calls. Was it in this video? Why do I feel like I read that already? Alright, so there's that here. Wow, Camilla's son really looked like her in this here. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I did, because I shared this already. So I think she was the one that commented on the race of Harry. Okay, I did this already, so let's move on, because I have more to share with you. Okay, I feel like the fan of Catherine, Princess of Wales, watch Prince Harry's interview more than they watch Kate's Christmas Carol concert. Why did I put this? Oh my, you betcha they're still hoping for that marriage of 3. Yeah, marriage of 3, meaning that for Harry to be back over there, to be the third wheel. They always watch and buy Sussex things more than William and Kate. They don't even like William and Kate. Alright, the problem with Kate's fan is that they're not really a fan, just Meghan haters. Alright, of course they did. She doesn't have fans. Harry and Meghan are the ones who have haters. Kate and William's YouTube channel have no real audience. Okay, I never watched them, so I don't know. Because, you know, they watch the Sussexes more. Okay, not gonna lie. If William or Kate did an interview, I might hate watch it. Okay, I'm not gonna watch that. When people bring little clips in there, I'll watch it. Because I have nothing positive to say. I mean, they watch the Earth flap. Let's see here. BBC viewers switch off the Earth shot minutes into the show. Oh my god. Like I was saying, the Earthshot Prize 2022 Prince William's Environmental Award full show PBS 302 watching. I shared that with you as well when that happened. She had the screenshot, and then after, you know, after the squad were bragging about it on Twitter, next thing you know, they send their bats to go click. Next tweet. There's more comment, but I'm moving on. Let me see. 2, 4, 5 more. Okay, considering how much of Harry's interview focused on the relationship between the royals and the tabloid and the corrupting influence of some of the media, hard to see why this is the story on BBC News homepage. Any of the papers going to report his insight about the press. Prince Harry says it became Meghan versus Kate. Oh my god, BBC is an extension of the tabloid. Yeah, keep the people in the blind, and then I don't know, someday, because of the lies they're putting on the tabloid, some people will get a shock of their life, because when things start bursting their bubble, my goodness, it's gonna be a shock to them. They might have a heart attack. Alright, BBC is an extension of the tabloid. The Times have just deemed the debacle Megxit and suggests it's a generational battleground between Generation Z and Boomers, woke and traditionalism, a dangerous and inflammatory deflection, leaving both the press and royals unscathed. They're watching, what is it? You scratch my back, I scratch yours. They're looking out for each other. Okay, the thing is, the BBC will regain so much trust if they did, but these days it's basically just the TV equivalent of the news of the world. Okay, don't be silly. Another Ronnie versus Vardy. Alright, I remember when I think GB News or one of those news channels that was just about to open in the UK, and one of the things I remember saying is that when they were trying to dismantle, or maybe they already did, or just trashing BBC, is that they wanted people to not go watch BBC, instead to shift their viewership into GB News. And I think it sort of worked, but so many people were so disgusting with the negativity. I'm not in the UK. Based on what I was reading on Twitter, and I sort of put my 2 cents together, and I was like, maybe this is why they are sabotaging BBC. And it was around the same time when William came and said his mom was paranoid and all of that. So they were trying to sabotage BBC so viewership could go into the news station that was happening, which I think did happen. But as time goes on, people were very disgusting by some of the things that they were seeing. And I think I even shared with you the viewership for Piers Morgan and all of that, and until I think it was shut down. I don't know if it's still on or not, but there were some tweets that I came across where either he went on vacation or something was happening where the viewership were going down. Okay, so they were trying to sabotage BBC in order for them to get those people to pay attention to that GB News kind of thing. All right, so let's continue with the original recording. Next tweet. Alright, so these were the tweets that I was getting regarding whatever happened in the UK. Alright, Harry, quote, no institution should be immune to accountability, end quote. This seems to be the sticking point for many in the UK. So many seem to put the royals on a pedestal so they can get away with anything. What is it? I've shared with you in other tweets where when certain laws are gonna pass, the Queen at that time, okay, send her people to make sure she's not affected by whatever law they're gonna put. So yeah, I mean, when you think about it, if you have the power and privilege to do that, won't you do the same thing too? But this is where the accountability happens. If you know, if you do something, let's say you put your hand in the fire, you're gonna get burned. Are you gonna put your hand in the fire again? No. So there needs to be accountability. When they do something, there is accountability for their action if it's wrong. Okay, they 100% should be held accountable for their decision. Harry, the interview. All right, the issue isn't the royal family, it's the press who have them and everyone, politician, etc., over a barrel. Harry is calling it out. And this is why they listening to people's conversation, meaning whoever is writing on the paper. They're trying to get as many information, little detail about your personal life. So when they want you to do something for them, they have that diggling at your, against you. All right, and Harry wants that to stop. And I think there's a case going on with I forgot the term for it, the eavesdropping. There's a specific term for it. I can't think of it right now. All right, regarding the press listening to people's conversation. Right, did I read that? Well, the royal have the media in their pocket and are playing them like a fiddle. The issue comes when they are willing to lie to protect the family but aren't willing to tell the truth to protect Harry and Meghan and their children. Yep, that's what I just said before. Okay, this is gonna be painful for royalists and enablers who can handle the truth. That's the thing again. Looking at the response to this from royalists, they just continue to say he's lying. That's the thing. They've made up their mind. Or maybe it's just bad that they pay to whatever conversation that's making sense to people, and then for them to answer themselves to say something opposite.
He's rocking the boat because the royals have treated him and the love of his life like shit on their shoes.
Okay, accountable for decision for what exactly? You only got Ginger's word, so how can they be accountable for decision Ginger has made? Let's see here. Okay, for this is someone who knows. Let's see here. 1, the Queen helping to pay Nonce Andrew £12 million settlement. Fergie taking $500,000 pound. I keep on saying dollars. Pound. Okay. Fergie taking a £500,000 bribe. Okay. 3, years of xenophobic racist comment made by Philip that were laughed away as gaffes. 4, taking £100 million and taxpayers' money while record numbers use food banks. Oh my goodness, this is good. Those kind of decision. This is good. This guy is good. He needs a follow. Yeah, who is it? Bristol-based PR, rugby, wrestling, and football enthusiasts view my own. This is someone with common sense. Okay. King Charles is the only royal that generates his own money. Prince Philip, okay, lived to nearly 100 and grew up in a different generation than the majority of us. No one took offense until the racism card started be used in every situation that arose. Fergie and Andrew newspaper story. Okay, the thing is, who holds them accountable? Who does that? Okay, it should be the media and the courts. That's the thing. But the royals have both in their pockets. That's the thing. That's the thing. Remember how I keep on saying I could only compare the US version where there's 3 branches of the government. You have the courts, was it the House and the Senate, which is one, the Senate, and then you have the executive, which is the president. All right. So each one of them checking each other out. So when all align with each other, there's no accountability. This guy gets it. Okay, it should be the media and the court, but the royals have both in their pockets. Let's see here. Oh my God. Okay, LOL. And you know that because Harry told you. I mean, it is given. What is it, Charles? Well, Charles going to party with the press, and then you have not too long ago Camilla's having lunch with these people who writes the paper. The one of the people she had lunch with, the next thing you know, negative story about Meghan. So, yeah, and then Harry called him out on that too. I didn't need Harry to tell me that. I saw it. And that article that I came across by accident is unbelievable. I was searching for one thing and I landed on it. Okay, LOL. And you know that because Harry told you. That's why the media breathlessly reported on Prince Andrew. What? When did they report on Prince Andrew? That's why we defend the royal family so fiercely. We can't let your ilk go after them. You don't want accountability, you want punishment. We won't let you. Okay, let's see here. Or you one of those more one. I do apologize. I mistook you for someone with at least 2 brain cells to rub together. My bad. I like that one. With that being said, let's move on. It's probably one of them who's in the who pretend, you know, one of the royals probably, who pretend to be somebody else. Okay, next tweet. Okay, it's actually very sad when you see how even as a young child and Harry only a baby, Willie had already developed a jealousy toward his younger brother, the way he perpetually marched into the room and mini thumps his mom twice. So young to be that angry. Alright, it started here. Let's see. I'm gonna go into that. I've shared this video where William walked and punched Princess Diana. Okay, whatever Harry had, William wanted. If he couldn't have it, he did everything to ensure Harry lost it. Harry met and married Meghan. Meghan is the woman William wanted. He can't have her, so he tried to destroy her. William is a psychotic. Alright? Yeah. I said something back then, so I guess little at a time is coming true. And there was it again when he was in school. There was a girl that he liked, the American, whose name of all names, Meghan with 2 N at the end. He tried to ask her out and she rejected him. So ever since, anyone with the name Meghan, he rejected it. Allegedly, I don't know. Okay, let's see here. I read this. This is this. Where he said, no.
His mother has her own tactics for bringing him into line.
Quick, Mary will go. All right, Harry will have all the fun then. No, it's all right.
No. Oh shit! I wanted to put.
His mother.
All right, Harry will have all the fun then. No, it's all right.
There's a video I did. I put that sound. No. And there he is. Princess Diana knew Harry will have all the fun. Unfortunately, he had to do all of this to have the fun that the happiness and peace he was looking for. Why I keep on pressing back? And that was it.
On this afternoon, the children went out with their nanny, giving the princess the chance to get ready for an outing of her own.
Okay, so that's that. This is the part.
Prince William thinks that's quite enough.
Look at him walking in there. Kids start showing you their type of behavior. This is when people should put it. I know there's camera here or whatever. It's hard to scream at the kids, but speak in a tone to tell him, don't do that. Look at him put his hand on his hip. Like he's some big guy already. Alright? Look at him.
And Nanny Barnes brings in Prince Harry.
Look how Princess Diana just said, forget you. Look right here. Look at Princess Diana's hand. This hand right here and said, forget you. Little twit. Right there. What?
And Nanny Barnes brings in Prince Harry.
Look at him. Always angry. Hitting the father in the head. Didn't care there's a camera there. All this. Nobody put a stop to it. And now you're getting him to... I guess he's gonna learn a lesson globally. I did say it in one of my videos already. The world's gonna teach him a lesson. Look at this. He doesn't want it. And now they give it to Harry. Harry's taking care of it. All of a sudden, can I hold it? You little punk. Look at Harry. Caressing it. Harry always loved animals. Look at how gentle here. Oh my god, this one gets me all the time. Look how Harry is struggling to pick up the puppy. Look at him. Oh, finally got it. And look at that little monster in the back. Leave his mom, put it down. And Harry tried to grab it, leave it. You see? Only Diana was there to teach this kid or something, but they took him away from them. Alright, so this is being played again. Okay. It's being played again. Alright, let's see some of the let's go into this. There's 4 comments. Alright, there's me here. Okay, his entire behavior, the one being on display now, had been, meaning what we are seeing here worldwide. Okay, his entire behavior, the one being on display now, had been going on in front of our eyes since William was a child. Some people thought it was cute because it was a kid. I couldn't write child because of amount of space to use. Okay, no one put a stop to it. Harry had enough as a scapegoat. Harry wanted peace. He did everything they wanted from him. He left, they follow him. Alright, there's this. I just read that. Okay, even if he didn't want it, he didn't want his brother to have it. Alright, let's go to the next one. The videos took a long time. I have 2 more after this. Let's hurry up. Whatever Harry had, William wanted. Is that the one? Yeah. Oh, I did it again. Alright, let's go to the next one. I put it twice. Alright, next one. So I have 1 more after that. Okay, this aged well. Quote, no, a prince didn't save her. I think that she might actually save him in the end. Can we get that louder for the people in the back? That was in 2018. Wow, the squad. Okay, she's retweeting her tweet. That was back in August 2018. Okay, Amanda, what are the louder numbers, sis? You had it since 2018. You got it right. It aged so well. So true. All right, let's see what some people say back then. All right, 2019. Okay, there's this. Of course, she saved him. Even he knows that Queen Elizabeth saw Meghan's work and said, this one for sure can snatch him out of the fire at the altar. Harry's mouth to Meghan, I'm so lucky. He knew he'd won the prize. True package deal. Meghan has everything. Damn, there's that. She saved him because all the rules and backstabbing, the media, they drove him away. He told Duchess Meghan before that he will renounce his title and stay in Toronto with her, but Meghan said, no, let's move to Britain. I wish she didn't know. I wish she didn't now. I hope they don't come back. What was it? That was in 2019. Now we know the truth. If we watch the docu-series, remember, each time they said they're gonna move certain place. What is it? What was the place? South Africa. All right, that was a done deal, and then boom, it was leaked. Each places that they said they were gonna move, it was leaked, and then eventually they had to get out of there. All right, so that was back in 2019, and then the docu-series, the Harry and Meghan docu-series, was in 2022. All right, December of 2022. Okay, recent. This is my last one. This one, I think it's a funny one. Let's see here. I have more tweets, but this is the last one for this video. Oh, I shared this on my community board, but it needs to be shared because the squad were having a blast with that. I'm not gonna read all of them. He starts calling me captain of his soul. I'm getting out of my credit card too. He started calling me captain of his soul. I'm getting out my credit card too. I don't give a F. Damn. Spare by Prince Harry. Okay, part 3, captain of my soul. All right, so there's that. Yep, his love. There's this here. This is the comment that got me screaming. Put a white man Alonji. He starts seeing the 4th dimension. I'm convinced the sisters she visited in India were like, sis, let him wear this and it's over. And then there's this, I know, right? Which move she put on him from that Kama Sutra book, whatever she did, good God. Okay, that's me here. That's me responding. I don't think he was doing his part. Remember, 69, if you don't know what 69, I'm not gonna be the one to explain to you. Okay, I don't think he was doing his part because our sis probably sent him out of space and back and forth. Once he was awake, 2 kiddos running around. I'm definitely going to heaven. 16 people like it. That's the thumbs up at 100%. All right, so that's it. Let's do a prayer. Okay, I'm gonna stick to that same prayer that I started from video 1. Right, the prayer that I typed in was prayer for healing, strength, and protection. This was on my last video, and let's pick something underneath. All right, let's pick that one. Okay, Lord, lift me up for your blessing today. I pray that you will anoint me with strength and self-care today, tomorrow, and always. I pray that you will grace me with patience and wisdom. I pray that you will encourage me throughout the day to take the correct step to walk proudly and behave well. I pray all these things in your name. Amen. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And that's it. All right, new subscribers, welcome.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.